Yo, yo, yo. What's good, guys? What's good, guys? Just another day out here in nature. I made this video and I want to talk about the importance of removing Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, social media, getting rid of these platforms if you're really serious about ascension, okay? And spiritual connection. Now, you don't have to completely get rid of it, but you do need to limit your time, okay? And I have a video, which I'll put in the link in the description, about app limits if you're on iOS and how you can limit the amount of time you spend on social media, because there's multiple reasons why you need to limit your time on social media. Firstly is if you're trying to actually get stuff done, you can't be spending most of your day on social media. And to be honest, if it wasn't that my business was online, I would not be on it as much as I have to be. Okay, so if you're somebody whose business revolves around having to be on social media, having to network, having to business, the first thing you can do is partition your time. So you partition how long, what time you're going to be going on there to network. So for me now, I'm speaking to customers, I'm making beats, I'm getting content ready, I'm editing, all these kind of things. I section a part of my day dedicated to this. And then once I finish that, I then go onto social media and I network, I speak with people, and I do what needs to be done. And then I come back off, okay? So I partition the time I need to go onto it. Now, if you don't need to use social media to go onto, if you don't need to use social media to control your business and have business on there, then in all honesty, you shouldn't be on there as much as you are. Why? Right now, we're going through major shifts in energies, and we know what's going on with the protests, the elections, the SARS thing that's going on. And don't you think it's ironic that if you type in SARS on your iPhone, you get the mask sign, okay? All leads back to this whole COVID pandemic energy that is being harnessed to, okay? Now, obviously, I'm from Nigerian heritage, and I'm British, but I'm from Nigerian heritage, and it does hurt me deeply to see what's going on there. But just get this fact in. It's been happening. What's happening in Nigeria right now has been happening for a long time now. And again, the media picks a time and date when it wants to bring things to the light. And like I said, you type in SARS, you get the mask sign. You get me? Obviously, I follow Foster eBay. He's in Nigeria. He seems fine. He seems high in spirits. So if you're able to get a better perception on what's actually going on, then it can actually keep you calmer, okay? So, it's all about harnessing energy back to this whole agenda that they have right now going on, okay? So, yeah, that's just my son here. So yeah, it's all connected. It's all connected, and all I see in this 2020 end time prophecy is harnessing of energy, negative energy. So me personally, I've always been conscious of how social media can kill my mood. Okay, so I made this video early in the year about app limits, okay, and limiting your time onto these social medias. You're giving it the energy that it wants, okay? If it's not having you on there and your screen time and flipping, showing you ads or telling you someone's done a new story and you should go back on it, because once you spend a lot of time off of social media, you start getting notifications telling you that so-and-so's done stories and stuff like that, okay? So check your screen time, check how much time you're spending on these applications, because not only is it taking away your productivity, it's also taking away your energy. Everything is energy. You need to see your life form as energy. That's all it is, okay? So, it's another, everyone drops on the bandwagon with the hashtags now, which is a sigil in its own essence, in the way that it holds energy, and it has people following a train. The same with the BLM, which is all sigils again, So it's like you need to look deeper than what is being perceived to you, okay? I've seen people saying this year has been rough, or that that they feel low in energy, that they feel down in spirits, which means your life force is going further down into your chakras. You get me? Listen to the words you're saying. Listen to the curses and the hexes you're spelling on yourself. I'm feeling down in spirits when we're trying to rise up. This year has been my best year because I've been awakening to the truth. I've been manifesting, obviously, but I've been accepting the truth for what it is. And this is what it's going to be. It's going to be, how conscious are you? How can you connect the dots and look further than the third dimensional plane? Because if it is that we're going into the fifth dimension, then why are you still looking into the third dimensional plane? Okay, like I said, if you type SARS and you see the Mars sign, it's all symbology. It's all symbology. It's all your perception. Everything you see is in your mind, pushed out. Okay, so if you can't even connect the dots from that and think, the media always playing tricks. This seems like a very obvious trick, and it's not a real connection. But what's the connect? What do I feel when I hear the word SARS, and what do I feel when I hear the C word? Okay, you get me? So start to connect the dots through symbology. That's all it is. That's all this reality is built on. The words we use, the shapes we draw, the images we see, the sacred geometry, this hidden symbolism that's in films, that's in movies, is all connected, and these hold higher power than the words you speak, because the words we speak are based upon these sigils and symbols, okay? Everything is based on formations, okay? It's all based on formations. So what you see, what you perceive goes into your subconscious, and you may have dreams about, like, let's say you have a dream about McDonald's. You may have had a dream about McDonald's because you drove past 3 McDonald's on one highway, and you didn't clock that, but your subconscious clocked that. Or you had a dream, like I had a dream about someone, and it was proper weird. I had a dream about someone I haven't thought about in a long time. But the funny thing is, when I woke up, I saw their name on my Twitter timeline. And I was thinking, that's funny. I haven't thought about that person for years, but I had a dream about them. So it's either it was synchronistic, and it's, things go into your biofield, and then it comes into reality, or it was just that I was on Twitter the night before and I saw their name and I didn't glance it. I glanced at it, but I didn't think of it consciously, but my subconscious clocked it, okay? Which I'm probably thinking it is, because that's how your mind works. So sometimes things ain't even a coincidence. It's just that your subconscious clocked it before you consciously clocked it, okay? And this is why I talk about removal of distractions so much, because when you remove the distractions, you journal your life, you're able to connect the dots. If your life is hella random, of course you're not going to believe in spirituality. Of course you're going to think everything is hell. Of course you're going to think everything is bad, because your life is just full of randomness. I don't even get angry at people that don't believe or are atheists, because I rather someone believe in something than believe in nothing, you know. And look, I believe the Most High, the Most High and Hermetic principles and spirituality. That's what I believe in. That it's above all these third dimensional religions you give you. But at least you're believing in something. You're believing in some kind of higher power. But if you just believe your life is just full of randomness, then bruv, you need to remove all these distractions. You think I can go on Twitter now and feel rattled by what I see? I'm not desensitized to it. I just know where is it coming from, who's saying it, and what is the agenda, what is the clear agenda. So this is the kind of things you need to take into account to really. I'm going to keep on preaching this. You need to remove these distractions if you want to spiritually align, reach your goals, do the things you want to live the life you want to see. Because before you live a life and see it and visualize it, you need to see it in your mind first. You get me? So this is it really. This is what I've got to say really on this matter. Removal of distractions. Twitter, it's only going to get worse. Okay, we've just finished Libra, which was all about, you know, social injustice and social justice warriors going onto the timeline as usual and doing their parade. And we've seen what happens, okay? Everything is connected to astrology. It's no surprise that Mercury retrograde ends on October the 3rd, which is election day. And Libra is symbolic for scales, okay? You get me? Like the judge scales. Okay, so things political will come to the matters of the universe and be pushed to the forefront. Hence why SARS was such a thing. But now it's not the end, because now we're going into Scorpio, which is all about sacrificing, death, loss, transformation, and things of this matter. Now, transformation, death, and loss doesn't necessarily mean people will have to physically die, even though this is a possibility and probably will happen because of the vindictive nature of this reality. But it also means death and rebirth of you, finally awakening your chakras. Okay, so before I had a big great awakening, I still awaken every day to new things, because I'm trying to learn the universe day by day, and I'm just a student here on this earth. But what I can say is I was seeing a lot of butterflies the day before my awakening, and I had to Google search what is the symbolic meaning of butterflies. And little did I know, one day after that, I had a great awakening, So as you know, the caterpillar metamorphosis, it dies, and then it reborns into a butterfly, okay? So this is how you can see the symbolic nature to death and knowledge, okay? De- we never die. It's all about rebirth, okay? So that's how you can see it. Don't take things into the physical manifestation plane of 3D. Let's start thinking 5D. If we're trying to get there, we need to be there. We need to think there. We need to be there, okay? We need to actually ascend there. If they're forcing us to go to 5D, then it's only going to be survival of the fittest and survival of the intellect. Because let's just say this, there's going to be AI, and I do believe there will be AI smarter than some people, but I believe I won't be outdone by no AI, because I am putting my brain into that. I use both hemispheres. Like I said, I'm both-handed. Okay, I use both sides of my brain, and I am trying every day to make sure I unify this. So I am not going to be outsmarted by no AI. I'm not going to be outsmarted by no system. I'm not going to be outsmarted by none of the powers that be. So that's it. So with that being said, let's get ourselves more aligned, more spiritually inclined. Peace.